Mike here from Movie Reviews of South to Normal, coming to you today to talk about Clerks 3. Try and follow along, hit that like button, hit the notifications button. You know the spiel. You know what to do. Just do it. Clerks 3, Kevin Smith's final chapter in the Clerks trilogy, started in 92, ending 30 plus years later. 30, 31, if you're feeling lucky. And where he started versus where he ended, you can see his filmmaking journey almost, and everything he's learned over the years, everything he's implemented, everything he's taken away. The story follows Randal, who has a widowmaker heart attack that he survives, and he's unhappy with how he's done nothing with his life, turning 50 soon. He decides to make a movie about his life, about his experiences at the Quick Stop. He enlists Dante, he enlists Jay and Silent Bob, he enlists everyone who's ever been there to play a part in the movie. And it strains his and Dante's relationship because of Randal's inability to show true affection. He does it with a sarcastic, mean sense. That's his way of saying, "Hey, you're essentially my brother, and I love you." And it strains Dante to the point of breaking, because Dante's also dealing with the loss of his fiance and mother, and child, essentially, from the last Clerks. Well, Rosario Dawson there. The story, it's kind of loosely based on Kevin Smith's life at the Quick Stop to start with, and then his massive heart attack he suffered a few years back. You get there's a lot of nostalgia to be had in this movie. Like all the reuse of jokes, callbacks, and everything to the first Clerks, to Mallrats. I'm sure Dogma's in there. You can say Chasing Amy's in there because Ben Affleck's in it briefly, but I'd say he's more of the dude from Mallrats than he is from Chasing Amy in this movie. I have to say, fanboy reaction, I was crying at the end. Like almost to the point of like sobbing in my car. I couldn't drive. It hit so hard for me on many, many levels. There was the Randal Dante story and the way that plays out. I'm trying not to do spoilers. The way that plays out just was like, it was a good story for that, for the universe, the View-esque universe, based on where Clerks was, where it ended, where it went, and where it ended up, like their arc. It was a good, unexpected resolve, an unexpected story for them. The real life implications for me and what I aspire to be, feeling like Randal in my actual life. And it's just, I'll leave it at that before I start crying here. It's starting. But it's just, the movie had the typical stoner laughs, the dick jokes, everything you expect from a Kevin Smith movie, it had. So if you're a Kevin Smith fan, this movie will just rocket to the top of the list for you. I'm still processing this movie in the rankings. I'll post that video later, where this one comes in. It's a strong top 3 for me, for Kevin Smith. Chasing Amy is number 1. I don't know what number 2 and number 3 are, but it's between Clerks. It's between the 3 Clerks movies. This one, it's a very strong possibility this one becomes 2-1, depending on a rewatch of all of his movies. And just, it was an unexpected for me to feel this way after a Kevin Smith movie. It's amplified by my real life, but take that away, and I'd still would have been unexpected to see how this played out, to see how the characters changed to what they became. Because typically they're steadfast in who they are. No real up or down change. It's just dick jokes and stoner jokes and witty dialogue. And just, the movies always make me laugh. So it's always been like, hey, I grew up watching this with my friends. I grew up watching this on my own. And I've always liked your movies. I've always loved Kevin Smith stuff. His story of how he became a filmmaker was inspiring. How he just did it and like basically changed the way Sundance Film Festival is. Like, it became what it is today because of him. And he's done it for a long time. And yeah, it's, like I said, it's drenched in nostalgia because it's so many callbacks to Clerks 1, Mallrats, Clerks 2, all these things, all the movies that he watched from him for the past 30 years and just loved or hated. I don't know how many people will watch Kevin Smith movie, hate it, and go back to the next one because you're getting the same style of filmmaking, storytelling, so I don't know. But this one, like, he went all out for him. The emotions were high, the character growth was there. You could tell he took jabs at his critics based on some lines about exposition in the script, and because that's one fault he gets is your dialogue's great, but your characters do too much exposition. It's borderline in this. There is exposition to be had. But he always, in my opinion, always had, his writing style overcame that. He's not going to like win an Oscar or anything for it. But it's still, you can watch it and not be bored. It's believable what they're saying. And it works this time because like he made the characters the age they are. He wasn't trying to write for 20-year-olds anymore. He's writing for people his age to my age who grew up with this. Not to say people in their teens and 20s would hate this movie. I'm not saying that at all. But this was a movie for him. It was a movie for the fans, and it delivers. It's not going to knock down any doors monetarily. Like, it's going to do his usual business. It's going to do strong numbers in this demographic. It won't, based on how they're releasing it, since it's not like a wide release, it's like a special one-night showing here, there, and everywhere. It's not going to be monetarily huge. It's going to, but he doesn't make movies with huge budgets, so. It was a great movie if you're a Kevin Smith fan. If you're just a movie fan, it's okay. I gotta be fair. There's a lot of jargon thrown around in a lot of terms, like to kind of like him flexing, like I know how to make movies almost. But it hit me hard. I thoroughly enjoyed the story it told. I enjoyed watching this tale unfold for the past 30 years. Watching this, I watch Clerks trilogy yearly because it's just such a great. I love the story it tells. I love the way it's written. So thank you, Kevin Smith, for Clerks 3. Thank you, Universe, for letting me be alive in this moment to learn some things from Clerks 3. Check it out where you can. Its showings are sparse. I'm sure it'll be streaming somewhere soon. But if you have a chance, check this out. If you're a Kevin Smith fan, you're going to just eat it up and love it. People applauded in my theater. There were gasps. There was just people taken back, contemplating, like, what did I just watch? I didn't expect that. So check it out. Clerks 3 in theaters now. Select where you can find it. Select showings. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for tuning in. You guys are awesome.